Morning. So I'm here to talk about the evolution of a company I founded about 2 years ago called Revolution Precrafted. So I've been doing real estate for about 15 years of my life, both as an entrepreneur and my family business, and really understand the space extremely well. So key pain points I understood in the industry globally were the following. Takes long lead time to build a house or a tower or a condominium or a hotel. High upfront costs because you have to land bank, and a lot of hidden costs as well from construction, and limited design options was also a problem. And very site specific, right? So obviously you have to buy a site and develop there. So I thought, how could you actually disrupt this space globally? So Revolution is a company that unites 44 of the world's best architects and designers with intellectual property with every single one of them. So we've signed up everywhere from Lenny Kravitz, who actually happens to be an interior designer, to six or seven Pritzker Prize architects. Pritzker Prize is the highest award in architecture, similar to a Nobel laureate or a Pulitzer Prize in architecture. So what do? We can deliver a house anywhere, to anyone at a tenth of the time. So in 3 months, we produce a home and we ship it anywhere globally. Quality is much better because we have global fabrication and is much cheaper. So we start from $30,000 up. And accessibility because we're not site specific. As I said, we ship it anywhere in the world. So here's the target market, right? So I said, how do you cater to 7 billion people? Most important thing that they purchase is real estate, is their house. So wanted to looking at the pyramid, really have been serving a lot of people in the very, very top for aspirational branded products, but wanted to cater to mid-level up. So again, really what they called as sort of mass prestige or masstige, from $30,000 to a couple of $100,000 to American developers and so on and so forth. So here's my past experience was really doing a lot of these developments as an entrepreneur in New York and my family business in the Philippines. So I've done the first residential project by Versace in Asia. First one, Armani project in Asia, $150 million project. First Missoni condominium in the world. Philippe Stark design project in the Philippines. Yes, Paris Hilton, $500 million worth of 5,000 homes Paris Hilton did. The first Forbes Tower in the world, and Trump Tower, Philippines. So, and a project I did in New York called Centurion, with done first ground-up residential project by Pritzker Prize architect I.M. Pei, who did the Louvre Pyramid. So if I did $2.1 billion worth of branded deals, I said, I achieved a higher premium over vis-a-vis all my competitors in even B-plus locations versus A locations, sold faster. So I said, if I could impact one developer in a country of 100 million people, why can't I do this to every other major developer in the world? So that's the thesis, how I formed the company. So these are some of the designers: Rona Rod, Zaha Hadid, the late Zaha Hadid, the only female Pritzker Prize architect, which is shown, Lenny Kravitz. And really, here's the space of how we are different from all the other prefab companies. So 3 markets we're trying to target is B2C, consumers, who actually spend a lot in building a house, right? 1 year to actually design a house, 2 years to build it. It's 3 years of your life. Why go through all the motion when you can actually buy one at a much cheaper price and a much better design, get it in your plot of land in 3 months? Limited design options. Again, we have the world's best architects. Long lead time to build. We just solve that too. B2B, which is really what our focus on, which really what we're focusing on, is targeting developers in various countries, and we've closed 9 developmental deals, which I will talk to you guys about, and really trying to differentiate it there, right? So traditional real estate developer will have to buy the land, spend hundreds of millions, billions to construct. Takes 3 years to build a hotel or a condominium. And it's actually a space we're actually entering right now as well, aside from home building. And employ thousands of sales employees. What we do is obviously the antithesis. We sell online, so you can buy a house online. And it also obviously differentiates our property developers' parcels of land. So here's the intersection of real estate, technology, and another segment which we're obviously trying to employ, which is really branding, right? What we create are smart upmarket homes designed by the world's best architects, transported anywhere in the world, from the website, really. So why are we a tech-related company, right? We use advanced robotics in many cases to build these homes, reducing human error for fabrication. 2, green solutions for the home buyer, something we employ as well. And as I said, e-commerce is a tool to sell our homes. Showing you just the various designs we have. So 1-story, 2-story, 3-story towers are done, erected, and some of them actually installed in a day or 2. Most famous one, actually, most number of inquiries is the glass house done by the Pritzker Prize architect Philip Johnson. So we're doing a modular glass house. What we showed by the Louvre, Paris, about last year. This is in the Garden of the Louvre, done by Jean Nouvel, the architect of Louvre Abu Dhabi. Marcel Wanders, very famous interior designer. And this is a Kravitz home that's situated in the Philippines right now. So here is a time lapse which we showed the Jean Nouvel house in 2 days. Installed the structure day number 1 and did the interiors day number 2. So where are we in the world? We are currently negotiating close to 90 developmental deals in 35 countries. We have actually closed 9 deals in 14 months, amalgamating to $2.9 billion US. So as I said, I was looking at the traditional developmental space. I said, who are the 5 biggest home builders in the world? And how long did it take them to get to these valuations, right? So you have Lenner from America, Toll Brothers, mega companies worth close to averaging about 7 billion, call it, right? To maximum 12 billion. Traditional real estate developers, Sun Hun Kai from Hong Kong, close to $20 billion. And I obviously looked at Airbnb, 10-year-old company worth close to $30 billion right now, right? So the trajectory, obviously, of a more disruptive real estate company was something I was very interested in doing. Okay, so just a timetable of our launch to where we are right now. We launched December 2015, showcased with Zaha Hadid Design Miami. A month after, that particular month, we closed 30 of what we call revolutionaries. Contributed in Cannes Film Festival, AMFAR. Louvre, Abu Dhabi, Louvre, Paris, we showed our house, and closed 40 around February of 2017, this year. And then we closed a VC fund rounding at about $256 million, 14 months after our launch, making us the most valuable startup in the Philippines. And about 3 weeks ago, closed a $1.1 billion deal with the Bakri Group of Indonesia to supply them vertical structures and homes. And about 2 weeks ago, announced a mega project, $800 million project in the Philippines to do revolution precrafted structures, museums, homes, condos, hotels, and all. what are we going to do after? So as I said, home building was the first phase. What really interests me are the other structures, right? Why can't we do, my thesis is very simple, it's pretty straightforward. If we can do this in homes, why can't we try to attack different segments? Why can't we do this for a hotel? Why can't we do this for a condominium? So ideas basically create structure and put all the rooms by modules. The difference between, and this has been done by other fabricators, the difference with Revolution is we do it with the world's best designers. Amenity spaces, same thing. Pop-up retails. Here are the deals that we actually closed. So there's about 7 in the Philippines, 3 internationally, and a supply of about 14,000 homes in less than 2 years. This is a case study of this $800 million project we just announced in the Philippines and about an hour away, which will be essentially the world's first livable art park. First phase is about 35 hectares, 1,200 homes, really catering to local Filipinos and other end users and buyers from Southeast Asia. Other properties we closed are Palawan, 56 hectares in what we will be the next Bali in Phuket. Pampanga, about 50 hectares, 4,000 homes we need to supply. Talisay, about 8 hectares there, an hour away from Manila, close to 80 homes. Antipolo, about 2,000 homes we need to supply or so. And really around the world, we're doing this in Indonesia as well, Nicaragua, Puerto Rico. And fortunately, we've gotten a lot of attention from all major publications. Over 500 major publications have covered us, from New York Times to LA Times to CNN to Fast Company, Daily Telegraph, and so on and so forth. And I think that's about it. Thank you very much.